What if everything you know, every memory, every feeling, every moment of your life wasn't real? What if your world was made of code, not atoms? What if the sky, the trees, even your own hands were part of a vast, calculated illusion? It sounds like science fiction, but what if it's not? Today, we dive deep into one of the most mind-bending questions ever asked. Are we living in a simulation?
Let's begin with a simple observation. How do you know that anything around you is real? You see, you hear, you feel. But those are all signals processed by your brain, interpreted by your mind. Everything you've ever experienced is filtered through your senses, but senses can be tricked. Virtual reality already shows us that. In VR, your heart races as you stand on a digital cliff, even though you're just standing in your room. So what if all of this, the entire universe, is a simulation far beyond anything we can imagine? This isn't just a wild theory. It's taken very seriously by scientists, philosophers, and even billionaires like Elon Musk.
Let's go back to 2003. A philosopher named Nick Bostrom published a paper that shook the foundations of modern thinking. He proposed a now famous idea. One of these three statements must be true. Civilizations never survived long enough to develop advanced simulation technology. Civilizations that do survive are never interested in running simulations. We are almost certainly living in a simulation. Read that again. If humans, or any advanced species, ever gain the power to simulate entire worlds with conscious beings inside them, then the number of simulated realities would vastly outnumber the one real one. Statistically, we would most likely be inside one of those simulations, not in base reality, but in something artificial.
Sounds insane, right? But let's break it down. Today, we already simulate basic forms of life. We create digital universes in video games. Millions of players interact in virtual worlds with physics, rules, even economies. And that's with 2020s level technology. Now imagine what we could do in 500 years. 1,000 years. What if we could simulate entire consciousnesses, humans, emotions, thoughts, all inside a machine? Would those beings know they were simulated? Or would they, like us, just live their lives unaware? Let's look at some strange clues in our own universe. Mathematical foundations. The universe behaves like a computer. Physics runs on fixed rules, equations, constants. Some scientists say the laws of physics resemble code, digital rather than analog. Pixelated reality. In quantum mechanics, the smallest particles behave unpredictably, like a glitch. The Planck length suggests there may be a smallest possible unit of space. Could reality be made of pixels, just like a game? Randomness versus logic. The universe seems balanced, tuned for life. Is this design, or is it a parameter in a massive simulation? Observer effect. In quantum physics, things behave differently when observed. It's as if reality renders only when you look at it, like a video game saving resources. And maybe strangest of all, consciousness. We still don't know what consciousness really is. Could it be the interface between the simulation and the soul?
But then comes the hard question. Why? Why would anyone, any higher being, any advanced civilization simulate us? Here are some possibilities. Scientific curiosity. Maybe we're a lab experiment. They're studying how species evolve. Historical preservation.
a recreation of Earth's past, like a history museum in simulation form. Entertainment. Our world could be someone's immersive Netflix. Birth, war, love, tragedy. It's a show with infinite characters. AI testing. A test chamber for artificial intelligence. We are the prototypes. Accidental creation. Maybe we were never meant to be. Maybe our simulation grew beyond control.
Now let's turn to you. If this is a simulation, does that change anything? Does love mean less? Does pain matter? Do our choices still count? Here's the truth. Even in a simulation, your emotions are real to you. Suffering still hurts. Kindness still matters. Joy still uplifts. If you touch fire, it burns. If you lose someone, you grieve. If you fall in love, your heart beats faster, simulation or not. Reality is defined not by what it's made of, but by how we experience it.
But what if the simulation ends? Can it crash? Can it be hacked? Can it glitch? Some say déjà vu is a moment of code rewriting. Others claim near-death experiences are moments of transition between realities. What if the Mandela effect, the false memory of shared events, is evidence of patch updates? We don't know. And maybe we're not supposed to. But here's something to think about. If we're in a simulation, then someone, somewhere, programmed it. That could mean there's a creator. Not a bearded man in the sky, but a being with purpose, design, intention. In that case, our existence, far from meaningless, might be more meaningful than ever.
So, are we living in a simulation? Maybe. Maybe not. But maybe that's the wrong question. Maybe the better question is, what will you do with the life you have, real or not? Because whether we're in base reality or a perfectly built illusion, we still have the power to think, to feel, to create, and to love. And that, more than anything, is real.
Thanks for watching. If this video made you question everything or opened your mind, leave a comment below. Would you want to know the truth or keep living the illusion? And don't forget to subscribe for more mind-bending explorations. We're just getting started. Stay curious, stay conscious, and question everything